Welcome back, everybody! Today, we're probably not going to be solving the mystery of the rubber glove, but maybe we'll come closer to solving the mystery of the rubber glove. I mean, it'd be basically impossible to not come closer to solving the mystery of the rubber glove. So let's make some gosh dang progress today, shall we? I don't know yet. Progress is nice, but do I want to make quick progress? Probably not. However, it seems that this rubber glove is connected to our case. Some way, somehow, it might be. Investigation complete. That was like one little thing that just came back. Guard. Aside from the inmates and prison guards, does anyone else have access to this room? Well, this is a prison facility after all. Only inmates and prison guards come here. Hold it. Mr. Shields? What are you saying? There are others that come in here. Aside from inmates and prison guards, there are certain things that can enter this room. Are you talking about them? But they're... Mr. Shields, what are these things that you speak of? It should be obvious. You came all the way here without seeing one, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Usually you can find them walking around the prison facility. Well, you'll see once you leave this room, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Hey, you're just saying that to get Mr. Edgeworth to leave, pal. What now? Don't you trust me? Maybe he did do it. I have no idea. Mr. Detective, you have a big body, but you have a small mind. I almost said a small body, but a big mind, you know. I mean, that's obviously not true. How could you possibly have a big mind? What did you say, pal?
Hold it.
Detective Gumshoe. So sorry, sir. Come on, follow me. I'll show you what Uncle Ray has been talking about. Alright, show me the things. Show me the things you're talking about. March 27th, 11:06 a.m., prison hallway. Excuse me. This place is a little different from your... Oh, there are more than just the prisoners and guards living here. So just random animals? A horse, a bunny, a monkey, a cat, and a pig? Is that a pig? Looks like a pig. But its tail is shaking. That's not like your typical pig, is it? I wonder. Animals? Yep, animals, according to the guard. They introduced animal therapy here several years ago. Each prisoner is assigned one animal. In other words, they receive a pet partner. Huh? That seems kind of fun. Plus, learning to take care of their pet is a great qualification to have. So you mean that workroom? Yep, that's where the prisoners practice taking care of their pets. So then, the thing you mentioned that could enter the crime scene is... Right, these animals. Hold it! But that doesn't make any sense, pal! Why would an animal leave behind a rubber glove? Quite right. But the fact remains that they could have entered the crime scene. Mr. Edgeworth, can you please talk some sense in this man? Mr. Shields, are the animals allowed to go wherever they please? Most of the doors in this prison are fitted with sensors. The sensors not only sound an alarm in response to the prisoner's bracelets, they also respond to the animal's microchip and open the doors for them. Microchip? It's like a tiny machine embedded under the animal's skin. All it takes is a simple injection, and the microchip is inserted. What? That sounds painful. I've heard it's not that painful. But anyway, since the animals aren't criminals, they are allowed to move around freely. How ironic. The ones with the most freedom in this prison are the animals. Door sensor data updated in my organizer. Opens doors for animals, sounds alarm in response to a prisoner's bracelet. Prisoners can't move freely. But still, they can't go out of the prison. Oh my gosh. The prisoner's entrance does not have a sensor. Oh.
What's that? Is that a bell?
Oh, what's that? Oh my gosh, it's a dog. Maybe the dog that committed the murder, perhaps?
Dot. What's this? This dog. It has a bell on its collar. Was this the sound that we heard earlier? Dot. Dot.
Mr. Edgeworth, why are you glaring at each other?
I mustn't lose.
Okay, geez Louise Edgeworth. It's a competition with a dog and who can glare the longest, apparently. Mr. Edgeworth, you're not good with dogs, are you, sir? I'll tame that dog myself. Here, boy, here, boy. And there he goes. It completely ignored me, sir.
Compared to the other animals, there's something different about this one. I'm sensing a great hostility towards me only.
Well, now that I've introduced you to the animals, what's next on the agenda? Of course we question those related to the case, pal.
Yes, we should gather information about the state of the things when the body was discovered.
We'll start with you in that cell. Tell us what you know. Are we really gonna question a... Okay, I mean, sure, why not?
Dot.
He's completely ignoring me, sir.
You there. Do you know anything about the incident? Dot.
He's scary. Don't be so cold. Come on, you can talk to us. Or, how about an introductory hug?
It's time. What was that?
Sorry, was Uncle Ray's joke a little too much?
Dot. Oh, okay, so he's got a polar bear. Exercise time. This man is clearly odd. I need to get some answers from him. Your name is... me. I'm prisoner number D259, J. Elbert. Gotta raise my metabolism. I can't let my muscles rest. Muscles aside, it looks like we've lost a lot of weight. Half of the match is won even before it's begun, yeah. Gotta make the weight limit.
Are you entering some kind of tournament? Perhaps as a boxer?
Yeah, I'm a former boxer, but exercise is just a hobby of mine.
Well then, it sure looks like it's the bear's hobby too. He's hanging on like an apron, so cute.
This is Rocky the polar bear. He's my partner. He's loosened his tongue. Maybe we can try asking him now. Where were you and Rocky at the time of the incident? I don't know anything. I got nothing to say to you. That's for me to decide. Now answer the question. Didn't I just tell you? I know nothing. He has no intention of talking.
In that case, you've got no choice but to use that.
Yes, if he insists he has nothing to do with this, we'll just have to prove there's a connection. Mr. Elbert, by all means, you will tell us what you know. Dot. What are
we gonna use logic chess? How would he possibly have a connection? And how could we possibly use logic to tell he has a connection? I don't get it. Okay, sure.
Now, let's analyze the situation. A fighting says, it seems that he has become agitated. In these circumstances, a direct confrontation would be pointless. When my opponent becomes agitated, I should calmly wait and see. When I see an opening, I will not hold back. Now, let's question him about his knowledge of the incident. To start with, I'll ask him about his movements today. I'll have to tire him out before the sound of the bell.
Sound of what bell? What did you do today?
Can you tell me what you have done today? ... Answer me.
Huh?
If you want to fight with me, get into your fighting stance.
Okay, let's wait and see then. ...
What? Are you throwing in the towel already? This is not a fist fight. Welcome to the war that is chess. By the way, hasn't all that moving around tired you out? Don't underestimate my stamina. You want to test me with that body of yours?
Let's wait and see. ...
I ain't tired at all. Well, first off, I held back in my training today. I just stayed quietly in my cell. Quietly? Then what's with all the sweat? Buzz off. That's all I've got to say. I'm getting a little tired.
Did you stay quiet in your cell? Oh my god.
You're a well-trained boxer. However, you need more practice in the art of lying. Getting a little tired? That's not possible. You said that you stayed quiet in your cell just a moment ago. ... Rocky, it looks like this is gonna be a tough opponent.
Oh shoot. He's taking off his training clothes.
This man, it looks like he's still hiding something. Next, I'll ask him about the time of the incident. I do not need to use fists. My words alone are enough for a KO.
What were you doing at the time of the incident? Did you notice anything during the incident?
Do you recall what you were doing at the time of the incident? Sleeping. Rocky was too. The incident happened just a few moments ago. You look wide awake to me. ... Wait and see. ... Muscles strengthen while they're resting. Sleep is important. Well then, I'm sorry to have woken you. Rest is a part of training, right? Oh. So you get it after all. Not bad, Mr. Prosecutor.
How do you know I'm a prosecutor?
Oh? I don't recall ever introducing myself as a prosecutor. How did you know? That's... The conversation we had when we first entered this room. Were you by any chance eavesdropping on us? In that case, there's no way you could have been asleep. You lied to us. ... You've got me there. You pack a nice punch. Yeah, I lied about sleeping. So what? I was just exercising this room. You had a problem with that? Well, I now know he was awake. I should remember this clue.
You notice anything during the incident?
When the incident occurred, did you notice anything unusual about this prison? Huh?
Are you tired already?
Haven't you realized it yet? I have you cornered.
Okay.
Rock, you hearing this? I got no time for jibber jabber. Wanna eat a knuckle sandwich? Arg! That was a wasted remark. When he gets worked up, he enters his fighting stance,
And he was not in his fighting stance, but you know.
during those times I should calmly wait and see. And strike when he drops his guard.
Well, obviously I gotta go back to this, but I'm probably gotta go to this.
Answer the question. What was the situation like at the time of the incident? Sorry, but I got no answers for you. I was asleep then. Rocky was too. Let's try using that clue.
Weren't you exercising?
Stop telling such an obvious lie. Didn't you admit it earlier? You were exercising.
Jeez, we're really knocking that piece around, aren't we?
Tisk. Looks like I just ate a counter. Your back's against the ropes, and there's no way out. Just confess already. ... Hey, quiet down a bit.
If outsiders like you make a racket, you'll frighten the animals again. Yeah, what do you mean by again?
Don't you see I have you cornered? You've been persistent. However, I'm afraid you're about to hit the mat. You said again just now. Did something happen earlier? To frighten the animals?
Gah!
Dang it! How could I have gotten a sucker punch like that? Yeah. There was this great scream back then. It started the animals. Dang, I would never have lost in a real ring. Checkmate.
Oh my gosh, Edgeworth, you checkmated him good right there. Logic test complete.
I believe this proves that you do know something about the case. Dang. Okay, I'll talk.
You did it, Mr. Edgeworth.
Don't lose focus, Kay. The real game has just begun. Oh!
Woo! Hold it. Let's just stop for a moment. Uncle Ray's got one important thing to say. It must be fate that has brought us together after all these years. I want to look this guy up. J. Elbert, age 31, gender male, former boxer, now prisoner, obsessed with training, has pet polar bear named Rocky. Of course he does. Because why wouldn't he? That's a nice clap you got there, Ray. Very nice clap. I received this opportunity to observe your skills carefully, and I'll be giving a detailed report to that person about how much you've grown. ... Who is that person? You didn't know, the truth is.
This doesn't concern Kay. She doesn't need to know.
Whoa there, you scared me. Don't get so worked up.
You can do what you like. It doesn't matter to me.
My gosh, I'm getting tired. Jeez, you couldn't tell already. How you have been leading your life ever since you were tainted by the Von Karma way. I'm sure that person would be interested. I feel that it's my duty to report it to him. Oh. Thought we were going to talking about Francisca for a second there, but then you say him, so now I don't really know. I mean, you can't be talking about Manfred because he's dead, I'm pretty sure, right? I'll expose your mistakes here. I won't let you disappoint him any further. Mr. Edgeworth, just what are you guys talking about?
Don't concern yourself with it. Our only opponent now is Elberg. Well then, let's hear it. What do you know about the case? You're gonna be sorry.
Oh my gosh! Testimony about the incident.
Recreation time ended around 10 a.m. I returned to this room and went straight to my training. Just as I'd counted 2, I heard a voice shout out, "Arg! I've been stabbed." It sounded like someone in pain calling out for help, but I couldn't do anything since I was locked up in my cell, so I went back to my training. That's odd. You really weren't bothered by that shout? Even if I was, there was nothing I could do. Look out for number 1 before you look out for others. That's the basic rule in prison.
Indeed. Even if you wanted to take a look at it, he'd still be locked in the cell.
Is all that training equipment yours? You seem to have quite a collection.
I get them from the supplier. Supplier?
You can get just about anything if you put it in order. It's our secret shop.
That's quite convenient. So if Uncle Ray wanted to... I don't know what he said.
In that case, you should order a book on how to give testimony. Because I'm going to knock you down for the count in 1 hit. You're gonna KO me. Stop kidding around.
Hey, don't ignore your Uncle Ray. Rebuttal about the incident.
You're not my uncle. Stop saying you're my uncle. You're lying.
Oh, excuse me.
I say it's time to save, of course. Because when you save your data, you get to go question a boxer. He's probably gonna knock you out in one hit like Mike Tyson, my goodness. Why? Why do you hit so hard? And if you hit that hard, why are you in prison? You don't need to be in prison. You could have just been like, oh, I'm a boxer, I'm a pro. I'm a gosh dang freaking professional. Why is the freaking bear sweating? I just realized that. Recreation time ended around 10 a.m. Recreation time? There are people from the outside who come here and sing and dance to entertain the people on the inside. That's great. That does sound like fun. If you participate in this event, there are few opportunities to mingle with the outsiders. After recreation time ended, I returned to this room and went straight to my training. So what exactly does your training entail? To build up stamina and rhythm, I jump rope. What? In such a small room? Isn't that dangerous for Mr. Bear? I mean, Rocky? Rocky's a smart one. When he sees me grab my rope, he clings to my chest. You're able to jump rope while holding a bear? That's such a goofy looking bear, my gosh. He's a weight I'll gladly bear. Rocky's... He's a weight I'll gladly bear. Ha! Very funny. Rocky's my best partner. So today I started my jump rope routine as usual. However... Interesting. I don't know. This is like counted to 2. I heard a voice shout out, "Oh, I've been stabbed." Can you describe that voice for me? It was the voice of someone whose life was in peril. I could tell. And how exactly would he be able to say, "I've been stabbed" if he got stabbed in the freaking throat? I could tell. Really? That's no laughing matter. In this voice, you heard it quite clearly. You've never heard the scream of a cornered man before. I told you the man was screaming for his life. Of course I heard it clearly. It sounded like someone in pain calling out for help, but... Was that all? Did he say anything else? That was all. He didn't say anything important after that. That's for me to decide. I'd like to hear it if you please. If you really want to know that badly, how about I recreate the scene for you right now? No. Woo! No. Sorry, that was a stupid thing to ask. Miles, you should apologize too. This point is vital. I'd like to clarify it if possible. Come on. Please bear with us, for Uncle Ray's sake, okay? Anyhow, I heard the voice, but... I couldn't do anything since I was locked up in my cell, so I went back to my training. You were able to concentrate on your training after that scream. If I were on the outside, I'd probably go over and take a look out of curiosity. However, inside this stupid set, I had to get permission to go anyway. Have you considered breaking out of prison? That sounds more like something you'd try to do. If this place wasn't a prison, Mr. Knightley might have been able to get help. I don't believe he could have been saved. Eh? But what if someone had come running to his aid? Elbert is clearly lying. But what possible reason would he have to do this? To find out, I had to point out the contradiction. And the contradiction, I believe, would be somewhere over here, probably. Penetrating wound in the neck, died instantly covered in dirt. Yeah. Not only that, but he died instantly, apparently. So, you know, that... As I counted to 2, I heard a voice shout, "Oh, I've been stabbed." Well, that can't be. Objection! You, sir, are sadly mistaken. You are very, very mistaken. Mr. Elbert, can you hear my voice clearly? Why, you're mocking me. The victim received a fatal blow to the throat, which means he couldn't possibly have screamed. Ugh! So why did you hear a non-existent scream? There should have been a scream. There should have been one. Dang it! I ought to rip that smug look off your face. Yeah, you're right.
Finally, someone comments about how smug he looks. Oh my gosh.
I never heard a scream. The one who heard it was the guy in the next cell. The next cell?
Well, that doesn't make any freaking sense. The next cell? Oh gosh, time to interrogate another person. Ah, what's up? Yeah, I heard the scream, dude. Recreation time, it just ended. It happened after we returned to our cells, man. So then I tell that guy I heard a great scream, man.
Can you describe that scream for me?
Sure, I never told that guy about the contents of the scream, though. Someone come quickly! Man's been something like that. So it wasn't the victim.
But rather it was the first person to discover the body who screamed.
I see, that solves that mystery. So there was nothing wrong with Mr. Elbert's testimony.
Is that really true? Or is there still a problem with Elbert's testimony?
Well, I don't like the fact that I'm gonna get punished for this, but I'm gonna say there is a problem.
No. In this case, a new problem has presented itself. Mr. Elbert, why did you not hear the scream?
It's odd that he didn't hear the scream, sir. Hey, you! Why didn't you hear the scream, pal? ...
Gah!
Aye! ...
You guys, do you suspect me? I was shut up in this stupid cell the whole time. How could I have killed someone in the workroom?
I suppose. That would be impossible, wouldn't it? Maybe.
Yeah, none of us could have killed him. If we could have killed him, man, we would have already killed you guys by now.
Aye!
You guys don't think you're going to get out of this prison alive. I nearly forgot, despite being locked inside cages, these guys are still dangerous criminals.
Looks like we got ourselves in a pretty bad situation here.
What can I do? I can't talk to them in these circumstances.
I don't know. Apparently we got overruled, though. Who was that? Hi there, you people. Who the heck are you? Please be silent.
What? Who are you? Can't you see we're busy here?
Silence is golden.
What the?
Now your hands. You should remain silent while under the judgment of the law. You should be thankful you get to live your life without the need of money. You must receive the blessings of the goddess of law. This kind of has a Castlevania theme to it a little bit, in a weird sort of way. God, if you would please.
Congratulations, you get to spend the night in the disciplinary room. That's... No, not there. Anyway, but there.
Accept this wonderful blessing. Let your hearts be reborn. Cast away your sins.
Stop it. No! I'll be back.
Oh, goddess of law, give this man your blessings. I thank thee.
You are...
My name is Justine Courtney. Justine Courtney. Like, you know, just or justice, depending on how you want to look at it. A female version of justice. And then Courtney, because she's clearly got a gavel. Gosh dang it. I am privileged to be a judge and emissary of the strength of the law.
A judge, you say? Why are you here? And why are you not the usual judge that I am always running into?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I came to meet with you personally. I convey the will of the Prosecutorial Investigation Committee. This is my appointed task. Prosecutor Investigation Committee? What's that? And of course, I say we'll find out what that is in the next exciting episode, everyone. Oh my gosh, what could it possibly be? It couldn't possibly have something to do with prosecutors, right? No way! I don't believe it. It's impossible. You can't possibly be related to prosecuting. Or can you?